Hi there! In this video, we will discuss the historical background of Florante at Laura, a masterpiece that has made a significant contribution to Philippine literature. Let's explore the life of the poet Francisco Balagtas, his inspirations, and the challenges he faced in writing this story during the oppressive Spanish colonial era. Discover how Balagtas used his work as a weapon against abuse and injustice, and how Florante at Laura paved the way for Tagalog poetry. Let's begin. Francisco Baltazar, better known as Francisco Balagtas, the author of Florante at Laura, was born on April 2, 1788, in Panyanay, Biga, Bulacan. His parents were Juana de la Cruz and Juan Baltazar, and he had three siblings, Felipe, Concha, and Nicolasa. He studied in parochial schools in Biga and continued his education at Colegio de San Jose and Colegio de San Juan de Letran in Manila, where he was taught by Mariano Pilapil. Balagtas honed his skills in poetry with the help of Jose de la Cruz, also known as Huseng Sisiu, a renowned poet from Tondo who became his mentor. In 1835, he lived in Pandacan, Manila, where he met Maria Asuncion Rivera, whom he called Celia or Mar, the woman he deeply loved and who became his inspiration for writing his works, particularly Florante at Laura. Despite his talent, Balagtas was imprisoned due to a scheme by his romantic rival, Mariano Capule, a wealthy man with connections to powerful figures. While Balagtas was in prison, Capule and Celia married, even though Celia did not love him. Balagtas later married Juana Tiambeng, and they had 11 children. He passed away on February 20, 1862, at the age of 73. Florante at Laura was written by Balagtas between 1835 and 1836, while he was imprisoned during the Spanish colonization of the Philippines. During this time, the Spanish tightly controlled publications and performances that criticized their rule. As a result, most books published were about religion, or the battles between Moors and Christians, known as Comedia or Moro Moro. Balagtas successfully concealed his work by using the theme of conflict between Moors and Christians and love as the main subject, but beneath it, he hid his criticism of the cruelties of the Spanish colonizers. He used allegory and symbolism to highlight the social issues faced by the Philippines under colonial rule. Balagtas' work reflects the four revolts identified by Lope K. Santos: revolt against a cruel government, revolt against religious conflict, revolt against harmful traditions, revolt against low-quality literature. Through allegory, Balagtas criticized the state of society and the abuses of power. The characters and events in Florante at Laura reflect the realities of that time. Florante at Laura provided many important lessons for Filipinos, including proper upbringing of children, love and care for one's country, being good parents, guarding against pretentious and selfish individuals, choosing leaders who care for the nation. The work also emphasized the strength of women through the character of Florida, a Muslim woman, who defied the traditional image of women at that time as weak and submissive. The first edition of Florante at Laura was printed in 1838. Due to the destruction of many copies during World War II, the Newberry Library in Chicago, USA, preserved copies from 1870 and 1875. The work was written on inexpensive papel de arroz or rice paper, showing the value and care Filipinos had for this masterpiece. Florante at Laura inspired notable heroes like Dr. Jose Rizal in writing Noli Me Tangere and Apolinario Mabini, who quoted it while in Guam in 1901. It served as a guide for their works and ideologies, proving that the lessons and messages of Balagtas' poem remain relevant and timely even today. It continues to inspire every Filipino to care for their country and fight against any form of oppression and injustice. And that concludes our discussion on the historical background of Florante at Laura. If you found this lesson helpful, we encourage you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated on our future videos. Until next time, thank you for watching.